All right, today we're getting an exclusive peek inside a really fascinating new work by Andrew Edmark. It's called How to Pilot Your Human Suit. And yeah, it's pretty much what it sounds like, the missing instruction manual for being a person. So let's just dive right in. Wow. I mean, the book grabs you from the very first line, doesn't it? Just think about that for a second. A ghost in a machine. The idea is that you're not just your body, you're the pilot, you're the mechanic, and you're the passenger, all at once, inside this incredibly complex and often baffling machine. And that's the book's central promise right there. It's designed to be the guide that we were all supposed to get when we showed up, but somehow never did. It's an instruction manual for the controls of our own existence. So let's go ahead and climb into the cockpit. It's time to get to know your suit a little better and maybe figure out the fundamentals of how this whole thing flies. Now, the full work is, well, it's massive. It's split into 4 pretty ambitious parts that map out everything from our own inner thoughts all the way to our place in the cosmos. But for this preview, we're going to keep it simple. We're focusing just on part 1, the interior world. We're staying inside the cockpit to learn how to read our own internal dashboard. And here's what's really cool. This isn't some dry academic manual. No, it's a conversation. We actually get a flight crew to help us figure this all out. So, meet Clarence. He's the theorist. He's read every single blueprint, he knows all the big why questions, but he's never actually flown the thing. And then you have Eloise. She's the veteran mechanic. She knows every single gear, every leaky pipe, because she's spent a lifetime with her hands on the engine. Their back and forth, which the book calls shop talk, is where all these big ideas get put to the test. And you can just feel Clarence's perspective here, can't you? He's that part of all of us that's just amazed by the sheer complexity of our human suit, but also, completely and totally overwhelmed by it. And then in comes Eloise, bringing it all right back down to earth. She's that voice of pure pragmatism. She's always there to remind us that a beautiful blueprint doesn't mean a thing if you don't know how the plumbing works on a rainy Tuesday. Her wisdom really grounds the whole book. Okay, so let's check out a sample of 3 key inquiries from part 1. You can think of these as the first 3 gauges on your inner dashboard that you absolutely have to learn how to read. And man, this first one is a doozy. It gets right to the heart of memory and identity. I mean, think about it. If your memories, the very foundation of who you think you are always changing, then what does it even mean to be your authentic self? So the book argues that your memory isn't a video recorder. It's not playing back a perfect recording. It's actually more like a wandering bard, a storyteller. Every time it tells the story of your past, it reconstructs it a little bit differently, adding new details, filling in the gaps, influenced by what you're feeling right now. So if our memories are so unreliable, where does authenticity come from? Well, this is where the book's approach really shines. Eloise gives us this amazing metaphor. Authenticity isn't some perfect original sweater. It's your favorite one, the one with all the history, the patches, the stains, the repairs. That's its story. That's what makes it and you authentic. All right, the next inquiry takes on something we all try to avoid like the plague, boredom. What if it isn't a flaw in our programming? What if it's actually a feature? You see, the book makes this crucial point that our biggest breakthroughs rarely come from just grinding away relentlessly. They usually come from this 2-step process. You focus intensely on something, and then you let go. You let your mind rest, wander, get bored, and that's when the real magic happens, when your brain starts making all these incredible creative connections. And of course, Eloise just nails it with this metaphor. Boredom isn't emptiness, it's fertile ground. It's a field lying fallow, resting and restoring itself, so that something totally new and brilliant has a chance to grow. It's essential. For our final little sample, we're looking at the incredibly powerful and transformative experience of awe. You know that feeling, right? When you encounter something so vast and magnificent that it's bigger than you. How does that actually change your internal wiring? And we can find awe in a lot of places. The sheer grandeur of nature, the brilliance of a piece of art or music, the mind-bending realities of science, or, just profound life events. It's that feeling of being wonderfully, beautifully small in the best possible way. But, and this is a really critical point, the book draws a sharp line in the sand. Eloise warns us about manufactured awe. That's the candy bar, a quick hit of shallow excitement designed to get you to buy something or join something. Genuine awe, on the other hand, is the nourishing meal. It has no agenda. It doesn't make you an audience. It makes you feel like part of a greater whole. So after just exploring these few inquiries, you start to see a central theme emerge. The book's real mission isn't just about understanding all the parts of your suit. It's about mastering the actual art of flying it. And this brings us right to the core thesis. Authenticity isn't some static thing you go out and find, like digging up a buried treasure. It's not about uncovering some pristine true self. It's an active, ongoing process. It's a journey of becoming. And Eloise just lands the point perfectly with one last metaphor. Your true self isn't some perfect, finished product on a shelf. It's found in the messy, beautiful act of gardening, of tending to your own plot of land with conscious, compassionate choices, dirt under your fingernails and all. So ultimately, this preview leaves us with a totally new mission. The goal isn't to find some flawless, original version of yourself. The goal is simply to become a more conscious, a more skilled, and a more compassionate pilot, right here and now, in the cockpit you're already sitting in. And that's where the book leaves us, with that one final, provocative question. It's not really an ending, it's an invitation. Are you ready to take the controls?